bitch, we live. All right. No, I did want to talk about this kid though.
Yeah, we definitely get into it.
Nkusinati Nkumo. Really, because it took me like 30 minutes to get that nigga name, I think, right. 10. No, it sounds pretty. Ooh, it pick up better. Like even.
Whoa. Yeah, it do.
Yeah.
I don't even have to be that close. I can hear how good it is.
Yeah, you can hear it from the side. What it do, everybody, what it do. About to be a good show today. It's already going up though. Do these invites. Like you said, they need that one button where you could just invite everybody.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see how to bring everybody live.
Yeah.
It's this way. So that's the desktop version.
Yeah. Sam just shared our video.
How my mic sound? Sound good?
Yeah.
You sound good, Steve.
Sound
Yeah,
real good.
buddy.
Yes, indeed. We're about to go up.
Alright, so just started recording.
There you go.
Yes, indeed. G.
Peace, everybody checking in. I see you, Jackie Flickland,
Shout out everybody tapping in.
Tanisha. I'm about to tear your name up, Tanisha. I'm sorry, I ain't about to say it. Dale D Stax, what up, though? Shout out to Dale. Y'all on my tablet over there.
Was popping. Denzel was popping. Ariel was popping. Air was popping. Sam was popping. Everybody that came up, man. What's up? You headed to the Rockets game. Don't you speak on James Harden, you know?
What's up, cuz?
That's what it is. Be safe out there, auntie. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. About to go.
This is definitely a slower way to invite everybody alive, because you gotta do it like this. I'll bring my mouse next time, goddamn. Excuse the technical difficulties.
Hey,
Big facts.
I hate those touchpads so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate them.
The whole reason we have a mouse for our laptops because I personally asked for it. It's
You
like
can-
you can't do this touchpad crap.
That shit suck. I can do it because
though.
I do it because I know I don't have much of mouse. But I know when you got a lot of mouse shit to do,
Yeah.
it's irritating.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I still got a USB cord on my mouse.
You better stop. You better get some batteries for that joint.
Shoot, I don't even use it. That's why I haven't even gotten the new mouse yet, because I don't even use the old mouse that much.
Yeah. Jeremiah, fresh out of 2006.
Okay.
Fresh out of 2006. With
Dell
this
computer, 2001.
Right.
Got his got his gateway computer tower.
Gateway for my pager. Wearing a pair of used jeans.
Check out my phone, guys. It's the Motorola Razr.
Damn.
What's all love? What's all love?
Ooh, right.
Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Everybody, all love. Unc, what's good?
He took it back with that razor.
Right.
And the beeper. The beeper what did it.
I had one of those razors back in the day.
Yeah.
By the time I got one, it was played out.
What it do? What it do? What it do, D-boy?
Yeah.
Got everybody tuning in today. Going down in a big way. We ain't been here in like 4 weeks.
No, it's been like 2 weeks.
Really?
About 2-3 weeks.
It's been 4 weeks.
It's been
Cause we ain't come last week because we was here to we was in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just talking to Dave about that.
That was Grand Rapids was last week or the week before?
Week before.
The week before. The last week. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Oh, yeah, last week you wasn't ready.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, last week. Yeah, what happened last week?
Oh man.
You weren't ready. I was like, you ready to do something?
Man, get you some rest out there. Sydney, what it do, baby?
Yeah, you was on some other shit.
No, you know what? I was supposed to go to Ohio.
Okay.
That's why I didn't. But what ended up happening was I was about to go with my damn headlights on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember, because you was telling us about
Yeah.
that.
And I go to get my headlights. And I'm like, all right, it's going to take me 15, 20 minutes, change this shit, boom, 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 but I'm good. Nigga, I had to take you got to take the whole front bumper off that bitch to get the headlights.
Ah, damn.
I was like, I got YouTube that shit. I was like, yeah, I got to call my mechanic for this shit. Like, I can't do that. It's above me.
It's a lot.
Big fact.
This is beyond me.
Way beyond me.
What do you say? Get rid of that bitch.
Man, luckily my neighbor knew how to do that shit.
Got you, young
Went
bud.
to Mark, shout out to Mark for doing that. Daniel Lopez, what up, Lopez? We about to start in a minute.
We live. We on it popping.
We live.
It's
Dome City Radio podcast.
Dome City everything.
Dome City.
Welcome to the Dome City Radio Show. I am your host, DJ Stax Money, with my co-host, comedian Jeremiah Paulin, and my special guest host, rap artist TC Top Class,
One of the best.
aka El Jefe,
One of the best.
aka Swag God,
AKA we were in the city.
AKA Lil Henry. I found out.
You better not give my shit up like that. Don't
Give it up, government.
It's all love. It's all love, man.
just go ahead and say it's social.
Okay.
The blood type. O negative. So anybody out there need any blood?
Okay.
What's good, man?
Already.
So,
Shout out to
Jeremiah,
everybody.
what you been up to since we've had a few weeks off?
What I've been, well, we both had a birthday. Did we even acknowledge that? Last week we both had birthdays.
Happy
So we
birthday
got
to
that.
y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Mine was the 23rd.
Mine was the 25th.
Okay.
That was January, that is.
January.
January Aquarius.
Yeah.
What else? Just grinding.
Big facts.
Did a show last night at the Punchlines with Coco, Fago, Marvin Ross, who else? Daryl Earl, John, I forget who else is on there. But it was a slapping ass show.
Okay.
That
I
was
saw a
last
picture
night.
you put up with Coco.
Yeah.
That's always a
So
good thing.
just doing the
Good
comedy, working on him.
Right.
working on some projects. I'm just trying to finish this screenplay I've been writing for a minute. It's gonna be done in the next couple of weeks because I'm ready to get done with it so we can get to shooting. So I've been working on that. And
shoot.
just working hard, trying to save some money. That's it. Just trying to save some money. That's all I've been up to, man. That's it. Move up more. I ain't in the camera.
There you go. There you go.
All right, cool.
There you go.
I
That
thought it was
guy.
more. Okay. All right, cool.
Well, it is, but I'm just saying, like, you was like over in
Way
the
over.
corner.
Okay. Y'all was getting my lips. Only lips. Who owns these lips? That's all. It's me.
It's a wig with a pair of lips talking.
Cousin is.
That's what's up. Yeah. Let me see what I've been up to. I hit another comedy show. I went to go see Tony Rock and Tony Roberts. Great show, man. They was funny as hell, especially Tony Rock. Tony Roberts, man, he really surprised me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I think he go over the top, but that night he kept it in the pocket.
Okay.
That was a real good show. Celebrated my birthday. Man, I celebrated my birthday for like almost the whole month of January. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of fun. What else can I get into, man? Trying to beat that cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
that
below zero temperatures.
That's your horrible.
That was ridiculous.
Oh.
Then watched that horrible. Well, I ain't even watch it. I watched about 10 minutes of the Super Bowl. I can't even lie.
That
was the end, like the end of the second half, going into a halftime show. Once like Big Boy and them came out on the stage or whatever,
they came out.
I was like,
They Outkast was there.
No,
not Outkast. It was Big Boy and Sleepy Brown. I was like,
Yeah.
Property Brothers is on. Click.
Yeah.
So,
I should have watched the Puppy Bowl. That was a trash ass.
the Super Bowl was horrible.
Super Bowl. That was
It wasn't nothing super about the bowl.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. Wasn't nothing super about it.
Not at all.
It was like a Floyd Mayweather fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just played with him and then just killed him. Just went on and went in for the kill.
Yeah.
Feel like they played with him.
Why I told people that, you know what I'm saying, they probably, you know what I'm saying, Brady was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
If they coach getting ready to retire, you know what I'm saying, Brady was going to win. That's just what it was.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
big fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Big fact. Big
Yep.
fact. Big fact. Big
So,
What's
that's how
been
I
up
feel
to,
about
TC?
that.
Actually preparing for the new year. I'm glad to see everybody around and stuff like that. Me and Stax, we preparing for the new album that we about to drop called Penthouse Views.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, everybody can go get Privileges out right now on all platforms, from Tidal to Spotify to Google Play to Amazon. We on all music platforms. We just getting ready to just drop the bomb on you guys. No funk flex, but other than that, the kids, they doing good. You know what I'm saying? Just staying out the way, man. Getting to the bag and trying to stay out of this cold weather, man. For real. So.
Talking about Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids was I had a show out in Grand Rapids. It was definitely dope. A great experience. They loved me out there. It was me and two other Pontiac artists, so I was glad to see them. Kid Swoop, another guy named Anthony, he does this thing. I don't know his rap name by heart, but shout out to everybody that came out to Grand Rapids, was doing their thing, and touched that stage. It was definitely a blessing. We got a chance to get with Hood Illustrated. If y'all haven't seen or watched or even went to go get a Hood Illustrated magazine, that's one of the best magazines from the Midwest to the South to the East Coast. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for me and Stax being in that magazine. It was like a great opportunity, for artists. So we got a chance to do our due diligence down there. But they definitely love us, and we'll be back.
Yeah.
I hate I missed
in March.
I missed it.
We're gonna be back in March for
Alright.
for the Def Jam little show. So you'll be able to come through that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was dope. It was definitely a good experience, man. And I'm just glad to have DJ Stax Money around me and coaching me on the game and definitely just showing me the way, in this music. So, man, shout out him and the whole Dome City family. Dude.
Appreciate it.
What What up with that dead air? What the fuck happened? We supposed to he got silent. He was too silent. Like,
Yeah, man. Look, there's a lot of good stuff that's just been going on, man. Just a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all log on www.DomeCityMusic&Entertainment.com. Make sure y'all watch the podcast shows. And also, you can get my latest mixtape, Real Niggas Back in Style, out right now.
fire.
And you know, it's for free. Don't sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on your blessing. You dig? So understand that we doing this. Shout out Jeremiah Paulin. You know, people be sleep on the podcast. At least that's what they saying around here. So like, we ain't the best. I don't know who's the best if we're not the best. So like I said, man, shout out to everybody in the city, and it's gonna be a great show, man.
Definitely.
Great show. It's
We
February.
lost our connection.
Oh.
Oh yeah, on the main.
Mm.
Let's go back to this.
Lost the connection on one computer. We still got a couple other.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
So it is February,
Yes.
the Black History Month.
Ooh, my best.
Shout out to all the melanated people out there.
My favorite part of the month,
Favorite
year, should
Yeah.
I say? You know.
Black History Month. We all made it another year. Some of us did. So be thankful for that. I'm thankful for that always. But yeah, this is Black History Month. So we're supposed to be celebrating our blackness and being proud of that. So that's what this
Big
is all
facts.
about.
Big facts.
We
Big
got a lot of one thing I like when we talk about like Black history is I think a lot of the times we've lost our knowledge of our history of the economic status that we gained after slavery.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize that after slavery, maybe not even 10 years after slavery, black people got our shit together.
Yes.
We got our shit together, you know, and we had no choice. So we spent in our communities and everything like that, and we had prominent, black neighborhoods, Black Wall Street, Rosewood, things of that nature. It was some other ones, but things happened and those broke apart. But I brought that up because I was watching Killer Mike. His you see his new show on Netflix?
Yeah. I love it. It's
it's
actually dope.
That was dope.
And he's changing, and not to cut you off, he's changing the perception of thinking with people. You know,
right.
With both sets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's dope. It's definitely dope.
And I like the fact that he was talking about the importance of like economics for us as a people, you know, because we done lost. We some hella earners.
Yeah.
We some hella consumers. Yeah. We ain't saving shit.
Nothing.
We ain't and I'm talking about me too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing myself.
We had this conversation right after the show.
I'm getting to the point where I gotta get my shit together, and I'm putting my,
we all do. Nobody's above.
And nobody's above.
Right.
But I'm trying to be above. So now is the time to start. So I like the fact that his show is, and it came out around a good time around, in this year, where it's like, yo, we gotta wake up to the power that we as black people have as far as being able to make money, create opportunities that will generate money, and also just the ability that we have to just be so influential on the world as it is, because we influential as fuck, our people.
Yes.
So we got to get back to that, and I think that Killer Mike show is very much showing the importance of getting that mind frame back.
Yes.
And I watched the Wendy Williams interview that he did with Nick Cannon, which was killing it though. You see that?
He did one. I want to say he was on one of the show. He was on what's the show in the morning with the four ladies? The
View.
The View.
The
He
View?
was on that, and that's what started me to start watching it.
Oh, okay.
So he started on that one, but I didn't get a chance to see that one. It might be on YouTube where I can go check it out.
Yeah.
But he was showing how he was sitting down with this Caucasian lady.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, he was trying to explain to her, like, this is not, black people are not just the guys that's doing all the robbing. And she was like, well, that's how I feel, you know?
Right.
And he was just explaining the reasons why it's a lot of different other people that's doing robbing and killing and stuff like that.
Right.
But I liked it that he got a chance to explain himself and actually hear her side. You know what I'm saying? And make sense out of it.
Right.
Because the situation of the matter is getting the knowledgeable facts out.
Right.
Not just opinion or not. I'm just getting my opinion across. You're giving me your opinion, and we can come together. You know what I mean? So that's what I liked out of it. You know,
I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
I
it's
see what
dope.
you're saying,
It's
because
dope.
what that is a lot of the times the media will portray. The media slaughters black people. You know what I'm saying? The media.
Big facts.
People don't understand that the media is not our friends, and it's just
Not at all.
It's not good. It's not always good. But
Yeah.
they always portray us in a negative light. But statistically, when you look at the universal crime rate UCR reports, the federal UCR reports, white people is killing us.
Yes.
Like I mean number wise, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you talk about black on black crime, it's more white on white crime than it is black on black crime.
Of course.
It's more burglaries. I forget all the statistics. I don't want to slaughter it. I'm gonna just say that one particularly is just
That's a good one.
It's more white on white crime than it is black on black crime.
Yeah.
It's more white people mass shooters than it is black, because damn, it ain't no black damn mass killers. We ain't doing that shit. So the statistics are not matching up to the amount of rhetoric that's put out on the media.
Of course.
So if it was even, you see more white people are shot by cops than and killed by cops than black people.
This is true.
And that's a statistic that's not even, that people just, people think, oh, it's just us. No, they're doing it worse. But
yes,
like I said, the media want to make us look like the bad guy. So that type of media portrayal is what that lady was looking at. And she's taking everything from probably that media, and that's her whole basis of her own knowledge. It's probably the media.
She not in the hood, so she not in the hood.
So right. I look at things like this. It is a situation where it's black on black crime and it is white on white crime. I do believe that in corporate America, they're going to show the things that is built off of what's big. You got to think social media platforms. When you look at social media, black folks are into a lot of different things I'm not going to name. We're not going to get into the subjects. We know that.
Right.
Which is what you said earlier. We don't save a lot of money. We're into materialistic things and doing different situations, which is the Caucasian race. They're not so much into brands and doing this and doing that, so they have more money to save.
Right.
I don't even think that's true though.
Go ahead.
Because you have to look at who making the brands.
Right.
Yeah,
we're not building the brands.
Nah.
So if you building a brand and you building it to buy into different demographics, like, remember, we couldn't afford a lot of this stuff. So who was buying it? Who was keeping these companies afloat?
It was us.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't afford what?
No, we wasn't.
What?
We wasn't buying Bentleys and all that type of stuff at the number, at the rate that would keep the company in business and things like that.
Well, yeah, of course. But now the game that changed. If we're talking about right now, we're not talking about back then. We're looking at right now. The right now situation is us black folks. When you look at it, we're still not buying.
We're still not. I'll put it like this.
We're the ones keeping up with the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton.
We're still not buying the. I don't think we're buying it, but we're not buying an equitable amount of it that's keeping these companies afloat.
I believe so.
I think it's more I think it's more popular.
It's one or two things.
I think it's more popular when we buy it because we flaunt it more.
Right.
But there, you know what I'm saying? Like, we may buy a monogram jacket, Gucci or something, with all the designs and things on it, something like that, while someone, else may buy just a Gucci suit. And I can tell you they're selling more Gucci suits than they selling Gucci urban gear and stuff like that to the black community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's my thing.
And
then look at the racial profiling that goes on when some of us go into some of these Gucci stores and stuff.
Yeah, it's racial profiling because of the black guys that's wearing this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're rappers or somebody that's on. It's one or two things. Let me say what I need to say. It's one or two things. Either Gucci is sponsoring them to the point where they're giving them clothes and they know they have a bigger enough market to say, these young black folks, if this guy is in this Gucci, we're going to sell him to sell that. And then boom, we're going to collect on the back end. Or they're buying this Gucci. It's one or two other ways, bro. It's one or two ways looking at this.
I'm
You got people like us
that like not us, but in particular, but I'm saying people that's independent that. They're making money and they're being able to buy Gucci or Louis Vuitton, and it's black folks buying this.
I'm not saying that we're not buying it. I'm saying we're not buying the amount that would affect their brand. Like if we all boycotted Gucci or Louis Vuitton today, they're still going to be in business.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying?
They're a market. Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I believe that's inflated. Like, we probably buy a good majority of it, but I don't think it's enough that where, you know what I'm saying, we affect their bottom line.
I understand that. Now I understand what you're saying.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. So that's where it's like, you know, do some research on some of these companies. And right now, Spike Lee and T.I., they talking about boycotting Gucci because Gucci doesn't have any like black directors or something like that, or some or designers. Let me correct that. Designers. My thing is this. We always look to put somebody into somebody else's company and things like that. You know what I'm saying? We can design our own. You know, I have done some research on the Gucci family. Gucci was the father that started the company. He made it from nothing. You know what I'm saying? From the bare bottom to the top. Their family also gives back a lot in Africa. To,
That's good.
You know what I'm saying, to poor people in Africa, donate. And it's been something that the founder, Gucci, has done ever since the company had started making money, and he was able to do that.
And I like that. I salute that.
And I don't think that's talked about a lot.
Because a lot of times,
brought it up. Because a lot of times we look at these brands, we're like, well, they ain't doing nothing for us, and they ain't doing nothing for the hood. It's like, you got to go and do the research. Because people say the same thing about Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan just doesn't publicize the things he does, you know what I'm saying, for black culture.
Period.
You know, so that's not to say that, you know what I'm saying, there's not people at this company who have an agenda or anything like that, but it's just like, the overall company is not targeted towards demeaning, you know what I'm saying, the black race.
I want to get back to what Jeremiah was saying, because I think he was hitting on the point as well. There's a lot of guys, a lot of people, should I say guys, women, there's men, women involved into the culture. But you got to understand that we have, like you said, we have the money aspect. We're not putting it in the right places.
Right.
I do believe, like Stax, myself, you, a couple other people that's doing something independent wise, support. You know, the biggest thing is support. If we could support the Gucci's, and we could support the Louis Vuittons, you could support the Dome Cities, you could support the Jeremiah Paulins. That's where it starts. It starts from the support. You understand me? The rappers support, the comedians support that stuff, and then we go out and say, oh, they're supporting it, so we're supporting it. No. If you see somebody out here with something you like, don't be scared to come out and ask them. You know what I mean? Because just like you're buying these Caucasian clothing lines, or these Mexican clothing lines, or these black clothing lines, you can buy any racist clothing line. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I feel like if you're starting and it's a good enough brand and you're branding yourself, I'm going to support you. You know what I mean? I don't care what your color is, none of that. You know what I mean? The only thing I care about is that it fits me and it fits in what I got going on. You know what I mean? But when it goes back to what you're saying, we need to support each other and save more money. That is the biggest thing that I liked about everything that you said right now, is support and save some money.
We have to say, because it was a video I watched that it was from like the 60s or something like that, and it was about like, it was literally like, the title was, and I'm kind of fucking the title up, but the title was like the buying power of the Negro. Okay. And it was literally breaking down how, you know, black people, we were very, because see, we always, the thing about it is, we always was into good shit. We, you know what I'm saying, when we got our shit together as black people, we were like, we're going to buy the best quality thing.
course.
And that's always been the way we've been since, we, got out of, slavery, whatever. We got our shit together and we bought the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And so, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Ain't nothing wrong with having the best of the best.
Yeah.
But if you putting the best of the best before you saving money, then that's a problem.
Yes, it
you
is.
You shouldn't be, flashy and all looking all, decked out and all this shit, and you ain't got $30 in your bank account.
No car.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no car.
No apartment.
Yeah.
No house.
Yeah. So
don't own
what
that.
you looking fly for? You shouldn't be fly waiting for the bus.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You got a fur coat on, Gucci bag and Guess bag.
Who says you can't?
Well-
maybe a car is an expense that you don't want to have.
Well,
That's true.
But
And let me interject this. We always talk about saving money,
Right,
but
right.
what we need, you can saving money ain't gonna make you rich.
Mm-hmm.
Investing money is gonna make you rich.
Right, right,
Now,
right.
while we sit up here and always talk about creating our own brands and stuff like
Right,
that,
right.
as much as we go out and buy Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all that stuff, why not buy stock in these companies?
yeah,
You
why
know what
not?
I'm saying?
Yeah,
why not buy stock in these companies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
I
the
told somebody
point-
that last summer.
To the point that where if we buy enough stock, we can make change
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
in
definitely.
these companies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier for us to buy into an established brand and affect their bottom line that way than to boycott them and stop everybody from trying to stop everybody from buying the brand or whatever the case is, and then that's not going to affect the bottom line. How long is the boycott going to last?
Right.
Well,
Then you can look
and who's
at
gonna boycott?
that. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
And
who's
then you
not
can
going to
look at-
boycott it because these are the brands that's keeping the people out here afloat. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think there's people that chase after they chase after brands, they chase after anything that they feel like is going to make them look marketable.
Right.
Like, if you see a person in some Gucci, you like, damn, he's fly as hell. Versus
Right, right.
damn, can he afford that? Or damn, like
Right,
you said,
right.
is he in stocks? Or
Right,
like
right.
I was kicking it with this chick back in like last year in the summertime and stuff like that. And she worked for Pink. And she's telling me about all this annual stuff that she does and how she's selling these things and stuff like that. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, did it ever occur to you that like you need to be in a stock program? You buying her whole house is full of pink stuff, like pink pillows and pink covers, and I'm like, damn, they make pink coffee mugs. She's like, yeah,
Man, I ain't know that shit.
So it's like,
I thought it was just jogging.
no, bro, you know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Pink is a part of Victoria's Secret, right?
Oh, okay,
So now you check. So now I'm coaching her on this. She like, damn, I've been working here for so long. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, yeah, go to corporate, try to see how you can get some money out of this situation and really be lucrative to the company. Because when they see you doing that, boom, and they see that you want to, be lucrative in the company, they're gonna put you in. They're gonna get you in the dough.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what Stax is saying is definitely lucrative. Shout out to Stax for saying
Yo, that's definitely if. But see, we got
That's what we need to start doing. Instead of boycotting these companies, we need to buy them out.
I mean, yeah.
Let's buy them out because you know what I'm saying. Now we can get behind the brand.
Yeah.
Now we can get behind the brand,
period.
support it, and make money off of it.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what other people do. Hostile takeovers and things like that happen all the time.
Come on now.
You want your brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sign it over to us, but we're gonna buy enough stock to have a controlling stake in this company.
Period.
Well,
That's
we
what
gotta
we
have
need to
enough-
stop doing. Stop all this boycotting because it ain't getting us nowhere. It
Nowhere.
ain't making us no money, and people still gonna go out and buy
Buy
this
this
product.
It's gonna make them buy more because they're gonna be rebellious.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy this Gucci.
They gonna think that they see,
Yeah.
but
How
what
many
it is?
people
Go ahead.
look at the Colin Kaepernick situation?
Oh,
How many
God.
people really boycotted football?
Okay,
Not as many as we would think.
that's the point.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
we still
right.
had brothers cross the picket line and perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
For you know what I'm saying?
Big
Even
facts.
even though they had money donated by the NFL and all that different stuff, it still shows that you know what I'm saying. There's basically you can be bought. So you know what I'm saying. My thing is, why not?
Yeah, but Colin Kaepernick already had a deal with Nike. He already had a deal with Nike.
No. I'm talking about people that performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they know that we're supposed to be protesting, and you know what I'm saying, in good faith in support of Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and equal rights for blacks when it comes to crooked cops and these policies.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you have brothers cross the line, go perform at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It was a horrible show.
Yeah.
And, okay, some people have money donated to causes or whatever the case is. But what I'm saying is that if we start buying stock in the NFL, now we can have an influence. You know what I'm saying? We can have influence on the owners.
So, but let me ask you this, the Stax.
Yeah.
What you're saying is definitely correct. I definitely agree. Let me ask you this, and I'm trying to figure out the best way of asking you this. Do you think instead of buying into the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton and all of these different brands, these high fashion brands, if we put into all of the people around the world put into these black brands or these different brands of, how can I say this, of minorities, do you think we'd be able to compete with the Gucci and Louis Vuittons?
Well, I would say if...
Well, thank you, Stax.
Yeah, go ahead, my bad. Yes,
I didn't know that.
But you can answer after, though. You can definitely answer after, though, for sure.
I call it.
Stax Jr.
I know.
Goddamn video.
But while he's doing that, you can chime in.
I mean, the key is, and this is what I'm learning, the key is, at the end of the day, the key is economic power.
Okay.
And black people, we ain't got none. We got it. We ain't taking advantage.
What is the economic power that we don't have?
What the economic power is, we don't have established businesses. We don't have let's start from home. Our homes is broken up, so we don't have our money together at home.
Okay.
So our businesses are going to be kind of struggling because home ain't right. So you got, and this is just I'm just throwing it out like a generalization. We're talking about a group of people who really don't know much about investing, and you know what I'm saying. We don't really know much about that stuff.
This is true to a certain degree, Jeremiah. Let me tell you why it's true. Because you have every home, and we're not gonna say Pontiac. We're not gonna think minute. We're gonna think in corporate America. You know what I mean? Where we live in. Everybody, and I think we chopped it up about this. Everybody has an opportunity to make something out of themselves.
Right.
Whether you came from a broken family, you didn't, you know, and there's a lot of people that didn't. There's a lot of people out here that have parents that store morals in them, and then people just want to go their own way.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
And then you have people that, like you said, don't know about these things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
but
right.
the key is knowledge. Something that Stax did say a couple of weeks ago that I want to chime back in on is Google's right in front of you. I feel like a lot of people are lazy when it comes down to a lot of things because they don't want to endure the knowledge. People also go around try to make other situations when you can just go right through and get to the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everything right now, you can figure it out. It's right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know a word, Google's going to tell you. You don't know how to make a business, Google's going to tell you how to make a business and tell you how much money it costs to start a business.
It's so
you
much
know what I'm saying?
information
So,
out there.
it's
a wealth of knowledge right now.
Yeah, so it's like you can't sit up here. One thing that I took from another rapper that I think I talked to Stax about last night is he was vlogging. He said, you know, I didn't have no money, but I went out there and I went to go figure it out. I had no fans, but I went out there and went to go figure it out.
Figure it out. Right.
And that's just it.
Right,
if you want best for yourself, you gotta figure it out.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people, whether you're black, white, Mexican, Caucasian, whatever the situation of the matter is that as us being as humans, we have to figure it out.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we do. Yeah. Because I can want what's best for you, but then if you don't want what's best for yourself, then I have to let you figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's one of them situations where you just gotta, you know, it's a toss up. You know what I'm saying? It's a pick and choose with this situation. But what you said is correct. A lot of people they don't grow up with the knowledge. But when you grow up, it's time for you to get the knowledge if that's what you want to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just it. You know,
and some people don't even realize that though. You know, because some people go their whole lives never even realizing the shit we talking about
and making
you know
up excuses for themselves.
So yeah, they will constantly make excuses. And you know, like I know a guy, right? This dude got fired from his job like 3 years ago from working at a collision company. He got fired 3 years ago, and you know he can bump, he can do paint, he can fix cars. But he at home feeling sorry for himself. What are you doing when you got fired? Whatever. You have a 2-car garage. You have these skills that you can do, and you don't need a job. You are your own job. You are your own business.
Yes.
Why are you sitting here feeling sorry for yourself?
I'm gonna tell you why.
When you can get out, and I know why, because he has a slave mentality. That is why he has a slave mentality.
But not only just that, Jeremiah
invest in himself.
That's it. And these same conversations that you're having, me and bro have all the time about some of our people. You know what I'm saying? But the realization of the matter is people don't they like let me put everybody in a movie for a second. If you have a situation where it's lucrative for you, but you're turning your back. That's not my fault. That's your fault.
Right.
You feel me? So it's one of them situations like anything I tell people on a business scale, anybody that's doing business, I don't care what it is, if you see that person is lacking, you show them the direction of how to get to that direction. After you show them the ways and the keys of how to get to that direction and you're still failing, that's not me, it's not him, it's not you, it's that person.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't
So that's
always
what it
blame
is.
somebody else for your
For your mistake, because there's so many people outside of our doors that will help you. But they want to see that you're going to help yourself.
And if you're not helping yourself,
you know what I'm saying?
Can't nobody help you.
Period.
Right? And that's the thing. Right. And we gotta. I think we've been conditioned to be.
Courtney, what's good?
We've been conditioned to always have our hand out. You know what I'm saying? And that I don't think people realize that we've been, we've been putting in projects. You know, we've been conditioned to. Be on welfare. We've been conditioned to Section 8. Right. We've been conditioned to have these programs, which they are there to basically keep us mentally down independent.
What we talked about.
So they don't want us to, the system don't want us to grow. We can get that out the way. So we got to understand how the system works as a people. We got to understand that, and we understand it, but a lot of people don't. That the system is not really built to uplift black people.
Right.
So with that understanding, we have to understand that we got to uplift ourselves. We got to educate ourselves. We have to invest in ourselves financially, mentally, spiritually, physically in order to grow, because they not going to teach us. They're not going to tell us, you need to do. They're not going to do it for us.
But it's not that. But also
that's with anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just about to chime in on that.
That's with anything. We can't blame a system for keeping us in the dark when it's access to information. You know what I'm saying? That's the same old saying that if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. Because niggas don't read. Well, the back during slavery time in yesteryear, that could have been true because most slaves couldn't read because they weren't allowed education.
It was illegal, right?
But now, but from the 50s, 60s, and moving forward, you know what I'm saying? We was able to get education. We was able to educate ourselves. You can look at Martin Luther King and many of our civil rights leaders and what they was doing. They were educated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They were younger than we are now, making change that would, you know what I'm saying, shape the country into what it is today. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
a lot of things.
The so-called freedoms and things that we have that we didn't have back then. You know what I'm saying? So at night between 19 and 25, or I think Martin Luther King was killed before his 30s or in his 30s or so.
He was in his 30s.
But going back to what he was saying, I bet you if it's on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, you're gonna figure it out.
Right.
See,
right.
people look like it's one of those situations where people look at things and they only want to know what they want
They
to
want to
know.
know what it does. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if
Yeah.
it's something
What
you
interests
really
them.
want,
What
exactly.
Exactly.
But if it's something that you really want to know, you're gonna figure it out.
Right, right.
You dig what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So it's like you said, bro. This has not been a situation that's just been going on now. This has been going on for years.
going on for years.
And then to tap in back into what you're saying, because I've dealt with women, guys, all type of people where they have been on welfare.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I come from a 2-parent home where I didn't have to go through that situation, but I can understand because I came from the hood and I understand that people deal with these things. But it's not to trap you. Let's not get this understood. It's really to help you. I think the black folks or the minorities really got a chance to say, you know what, I can sit on this for years. I can go ahead and make month income and then sit up here and finesse the game. But really and essentially, you're getting finessed by yourself because you're still staying stagnant instead of trying to move on.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's a difference when you look at the situation because people have choices.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm
We do.
saying? You're in the situation because, yeah, okay, I need to get on my feet. But eventually when it's time, you can't be sitting in low income for 5 or 6 years and then saying, it's the world's fault. No, it's your fault.
Right. And,
You know what I'm saying?
I remember Jay-Z talking about that
Yeah.
when he was doing
What
he
it
was
do,
doing an
Corey?
interview. He was talking with Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like when government assistance and low income and all this stuff, all these programs put together, it's supposed to be a temporary solution. You know, while you're in low income, you're supposed to save money so that you can purchase a home, become a homeowner, you know what I'm saying, and move
Talk
on and
that
let
shit.
the next person come in,
Right,
things
right.
like that. But
That's how it's
people
supposed to be.
started to get complacent
Exactly.
and want to stay in it, you know what I'm saying, because they didn't want any better.
Exactly.
Or they figured it was too hot. During certain time periods in life, it probably was. You know, we had the Great Depression. We had a recession. We had all these different things that came, you know, financials. Everybody has some kind of issue or problem.
But we was good during the Great
But once-
Depression, though.
but
the
it's
black
also-
community was good during the Great Depression.
Right,
That's
but
something
what-
that they don't talk about.
Yeah.
Because the part of the Great Depression was the fact that they wasn't getting our money.
Exactly.
And we was spending our money within ourselves.
Right,
So in order
right.
for them to get our money, that's when, you know, Martin Luther King came in. Because he was used to break up. And people don't understand that he was used to actually
For integration.
he was weaponized to actually break up the black community, even though he was intentionally, you know,
For
trying
us.
to do good.
For
Yeah,
us. I
intentionally
understand.
for us, you know.
He was
So,
more of the puppet of the
he
game.
was definitely a puppet.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
definitely a puppet.
Good way of putting this out
Definitely
there.
a puppet.
Good way of
But
putting this
people
out.
don't see, it was that time frame where people was like, yo, we don't even want this whole shit. Black people was like, we like this segregation shit because we eating good.
Right.
You know, and that's a part of history that, you know, mainstream media don't talk about. But it was like the whole movement of a lot of people was against what Martin was with.
Or
They already
schools.
seen the game.
Or schools, because
Schools.
we and somebody brought this to my attention. You know, they teach us about so many different ethnicities and stuff like that, but they don't teach us about the things that as a minority race that we need to know.
Because they
You know
want
what
to
I
keep,
mean?
and that's part of the system. Because when you look throughout history, and I always say the system, and I say the system because it's clear as day. It's geared towards keeping us down, or they wouldn't put so much energy into hiding the power that we have. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't put
Right.
so much energy towards hiding the contributions that we've had toward this country, or they wouldn't put so much energy towards hiding the history of how this country was it's just sickening once you start really looking at how this shit was acquired. It's just sick how the Indians were screwed over. So if all this
Hit it right there.
all this energy was geared toward keeping us down, something is there. Because if we were on point, the game is over.
But not only that, and I'm about to let Stax speak because I know you want to go on to the next topic, is that you got to understand is that's why they kill off people with knowledge and power. You understand me? They want to subject the knowledge and power. They got rid of Sandra Bland. They got rid of all of these people that, and we still don't know how she passed away or how she died or whatever's going on. But the realization of the matter is if you have knowledge and power, they know that you're a threat to society.
You're not a threat to society. You're a threat to their system.
Exactly.
And that's the problem.
Exactly.
Once you are a threat to the system, and this motherfucker gotta go. Once you're Marcus Garvey, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna kill you, but we gonna lock you up because we know if we kill you, that's gonna. So they gonna make sure that Marcus Garvey, his energy is he gonna still be alive because they know if Marcus Garvey gone, there's gonna be some shit. So we not gonna kill him. We just gonna frame him and we gonna lock him up and we gonna use W.E.B. Du Bois to help usher that shit in.
Yes.
So the system is made to keep us down.
Big facts.
And so I think once we get the understanding of that as a people, that this system is built to keep us down, and we start understanding that this whole shit is a facade to keep us down. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look at how long have we been down, and how do we continue to be getting down? And they use everything.
But even with let me interject.
Hold on.
Let me interject.
It's parts of, before you even say something, I'm gonna shut up. It's parts of it that some people, when you say, because I kind of get a little frustrated with certain things that you're saying. Like, it's a part where it's like not everybody's in the same boat. It's levels to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a level to, okay, this person's here, I might be here, a person might be better than me. You have to go at your own pace. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, everybody's not black. Like, all black folks is not doing all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's black folks that's doing certain different things and going a different way, and there's certain black folks that's doing another situation or might be sitting on welfare. It's just all about the person and what you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people out here, like I said from the beginning, that's going to give you the keys, but it's on you to take on the keys to do certain aspects in life that you want to do. You know what I mean?
Let's back up to where y'all was just talking about the system.
Yeah.
First of all, this is the thing that I hate. We always talk about the system and how the system is created to keep us down. We know that. We know that the system is built against us. So stop playing into the system and doing dumb shit
exactly.
to get yourself caught up in the system.
Exactly.
If you know, it's just like a wall is there. If you know the motherfucking wall is there, you know that you either can go over that wall,
or go
around that wall, or you go under that motherfucking wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we always talk about how the system is either trying to keep us down or keeping us down. And it's like, that shit ain't true. We breaking through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the years before, we were millionaires and affluent and things like that. We still are.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? But the first thing that somebody from the hood is going to do when they see an affluent black person is, oh, you trying to be white. Or we trying to tear them down and stuff like that because, you know, they speak a different language or they speak proper and everything. It's like, yo, don't try and tear somebody down because they didn't grow up in the hood. Don't try to tear somebody down because they don't act, quote unquote, black enough. You know, so what is acting black?
Right.
What is acting black?
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Is acting black being ghetto? Is it being from the hood? Is it talking slang? Like, what is acting black?
It's just like, what is acting white?
Hold on, let me finish. So the thing about it is that we, as a people, know what the roadblocks are ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? So we need to train ourselves to get around, over, under, whatever we got to do, these roadblocks to be successful in life. Stop just accepting or falling a victim to, you know what I'm saying? Like we always say, well, this wasn't made for us, and this one, you know what I'm saying? Everything wasn't made for every fucking body. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Like nothing was ever really inspired with a certain person in mind, unless you're talking about books or some shit like that. Like we created astronomy and astrology and navigation, sailing the seas and all that stuff. And we can say, well, we created that back in Egypt and it wasn't for Europeans. You know what I'm saying? But somehow Europeans got the knowledge and learned how to sail and do everything like we did. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is knowledge. Information is information, and it's going to travel. Period. It's not going to stay where it was developed at.
But if you have a knowledge,
good knowledge.
So
But if
just knowledge. Period. Because look at the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is a book of tales of quote unquote knowledge and ethics on how you should live your life based on what a certain person believes he was sent here to do. You see what I'm saying? So even if you never picked up the book, and read the Bible, you know stories of the Bible because the knowledge doesn't travel. Because people have told you about it. Well, God said this, and Jesus said that, and Jesus died on the cross, and this happened, and David and Goliath, and King Solomon. You hear all these stories because knowledge travels.
But
nobody said that. Oh, this knowledge was only made for Christians, or this knowledge was only made for Hebrew.
But how do we know that this is informational knowledge, though? See, I go based off.
How do you know it's informational knowledge? Because it's been traveling the world for eons.
A lot of things has been traveling the world.
I didn't say that it was true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying
that's why
is,
I'm asking you.
But you have the basic knowledge of the Bible, right? You have the basic knowledge of who Jesus is, right?
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you ever picked up a Bible scripture or read or not, or been a day in church in your life.
You heard about it. Yeah, but I think that I do believe. But the information. But we have to.
Even before.
But we have to figure out what is the good information and what is the bad information.
But it's only bad depending on who you are.
That's what we're talking about.
But this is the thing.
Like
I said,
before,
even
I want
before,
the good and the bad.
But you have to look at, even before there was a telephone, a telegraph, fucking pigeons and all that shit, this information still traveled the world.
It did,
because information moves.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing was made for a specific person or a group of people for real at the end of the day, because the information don't travel.
Right.
If I told this, it's like when you play the telephone game when you're a kid in school, and one person whispers something in one person's ear, and they pass it on to the next. And 9 times out of 10, by the time that message gets across the classroom to the last person,
it's gonna be totally different.
It was totally differently told to the last person than how it began.
I definitely agree.
So that's what I'm saying. The same thing with history and information. Everybody's going to put their little spin on it. Yeah. Everybody's going to put, you know what I'm saying, their representation or their interpretation of what the information is supposed to mean.
But don't you think that that's life? Because I think that we're going through that right now currently in the situation of what we were just talking about yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody has their own spin on who's the best, what's going on, what's hot fashion, what's not. If this person's popping, if this person not. That's life. You know what I'm saying? So how do you break I guess in my lifetime of what I'm looking at, who's scorekeeper? Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you know the difference between fact and the truth?
Yeah.
What's the differences?
A fact is what's going on. The truth is just what the truth is. Like, the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain those two different ones, because a fact is a fact and the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? A fact might be a fact to what you might think that's the fact, and then the truth is the truth. Like, truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what really happened, bro. Like,
there is no difference really in fact or truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why there's no difference in fact and truth, because if this is what you're taught, it's the truth to you, and it's a fact. You see what I'm saying?
But I don't know. Hold on. You on to something with it.
So, most African Americans in the United States grew up on Christianity because our ancestors were punished. Well, I ain't gonna say punished. Were made to believe in Christianity.
Okay.
Give up whatever religion, whatever deities and everything, whatever our religion was before, you know what I'm saying, we were enslaved and whatnot. They were forced to give that up and to adopt Christianity. So most African Americans, especially in the South, adopt the Christian lifestyle and believe in the Bible and God and everything as it was told to them.
But that
You know what
does
I'm
not
saying?
make
It's
it
that-
fact or true.
But this is what I'm saying.
It doesn't make it fact.
It makes it fact and truth because that's what you learn.
But hold on. It changes. It changes up.
That makes it still belief.
Yeah.
It's belief. It has nothing to do with facts.
No,
It's all belief.
Yeah.
You believe it's true.
No.
You believe it's a fact.
Yeah.
That is
It's not the
It
fact.
doesn't mean it's fact.
Yeah.
Because you
Let me
believe it's
finish.
true.
Yeah.
That's
Doesn't mean
why.
it's true.
No, that's why it's a fact, and that's why it's true because that's what was taught to you, and you don't know anything different.
To you.
Now,
to
when
that
you
person.
get more information,
Right.
when you get more information
Right.
and find out that what you were taught was not fact and not true,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Then you can disseminate that.
Okay.
But if this is what you're taught and learned from the time you were, you know what I'm saying, 1 year old to full grown, that's what you're gonna believe.
Right.
So that's why you have you can take hatred of black people with the KKK.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
something that is instilled in those people and the children from the time they're, you know what I'm saying, small until they're full grown.
Right.
So everything that they learned is truth and fact to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Until they get the knowledge.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm telling you there's no difference in fact and truth.
Right.
Because it is a fact and it is true to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the fact
I
is,
look at what
It
you
may not be truth to the whole world, but
Yeah.
in your culture, you know what I'm saying, if you learn to hate a certain group of people,
But I just don't look at it on the culture shit.
for
I look at it on
whatever
the
the reasons
worldly
are,
too.
you know what I'm saying, that is your truth and it is fact because this is the only thing you see. Just like you can go back and say,
let me
okay,
get off.
we were talking about the Killer Mike interview.
Yeah.
Where he was talking with the lady and she said, well, this is all I see. So that's truth and fact to her, that black people, you know what I'm saying, are criminals.
But here, no, hold on, Trap, hold on.
But,
So you mean to tell me?
where does a belief come from?
A belief comes from wherever. A belief is
And why do you
given
and why do you
That's what I'm
believe it?
saying.
because you've been told to.
Okay,
believe.
look.
That
You
doesn't
believe
make it
and
fact.
so,
Hold on.
okay, so
No,
everything you learned in school and everything that you learned in school, you know what I'm saying, about math, about history.
Math is undeniable.
Math is
undeniable.
Yeah.
No,
Math is the
let
only
me-
truth.
Do you going off into a whole
No,
nother
I'm
line?
just saying, math is the only
Let me
truth.
finish.
You
Let
can't-
me
the
finish my
numbers
complete
don't
thought
lie.
here. I'm giving you
Everything
everything that you learned in math and history and everything in school is truth to you or is fact to you?
What it do?
Is it fact to you? Is it fact to you because it's in a book and that's what you were taught?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Or is it fact to you because
Let me tell you when it's fact.
Go ahead.
I'm about to tell you when it's
Go ahead,
fact.
go ahead.
When
I
you're
want you to-
when
I
you're
want you to
fucking there.
dispute it. Go ahead.
When you're there
I
and
want
you
you to dispute this. Go
no,
ahead.
let me tell you why it's
Go
a
ahead.
fact. Martin Luther King, when he was doing his thing with somebody and they was there and they seen it and they heard it and they tasted it, that's a fucking fact.
Yeah.
Nope.
Because they was there.
It's not a fact.
That's a fact. It's both. You want to know why? Because you just said.
It's not a fact. Let me tell you why it's not a fact. It's not a fact because it's not proven in history.
But
Bro,
hold
if
up.
it's proven,
There's no look.
it's Rosa Parks. When she got off the bus, it was proven in history, and it's a fact that she got off that.
When it happens,
She might have said.
when you're right there and it's happening, it's not a fact yet because it's happening now.
Okay, I
See,
will agree
it's
to
a
that.
fact after the. It's a fact after the fact. You always hear after the fact.
Yeah.
So after he's already done it and it's in history now,
Yeah.
that makes it a fact that
Okay.
he said this or he
I
did
can
this.
agree. I can
That's
agree.
a fact.
I can
when
agree.
it happens right there when you're there, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Because truthfully, this is what he said.
Yeah, okay.
This is what's going on.
And I can agree to
See
that,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
I can agree to that.
So
I can
that's
agree
what I'm
to
saying.
that.
So
We
that's
said
what
the
I'm
same shit.
So when you're in school, everything that you learn, your knowledge, you know what I'm saying, that you get from the teacher, you feel like it is the truth and it is a fact because you're in school to learn this.
Right.
But we've all been to school, learned something else, and then you go down and you get to college, and
Something
guess what? What you learned to be truth in elementary or high school, it's not even, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, well, we found out that Uranus ain't a planet no more. Pluto is a star. And Mars never existed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything changes.
Yeah.
So for that time being, it was the truth
Yeah.
and it was fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Until we get better information, and that changes the whole, you know what I'm saying, ideology that we have behind it.
So how does it become, this is the great question of them all, how does it become truth and fact to the point where it's nailed in the coffin? This is the truth, this is the fact.
Well,
Because everybody has their truth and everybody has their facts.
me and my
You
brother.
see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But I understand what you said about that certain type of situation,
Right.
But when you broke it down into the math situation, math, like you said, has a fact to it because it's 8 plus 8 is going to equal to what it's going to equal to.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like that is not, you can't compare. But when a person is going through real life stuff, now give me 1 second. From a Martin Luther King to a Bill Cosby to a Art Kelly to anybody, how do we know it's fact if we wasn't there?
Hold up, let me go.
How do we know that this is the truth
Right.
about somebody? It's just like with the Bible. Somebody wrote that. How do we know that this was the truth?
Right.
They wrote this in what, 1860?
And that's
Okay, hold on,
what,
let me go,
that's
let me
what I
go.
said.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
Until
It's a fact that it's your truth
Right.
because
So
that's
listen.
what you were raised
So
to
listen.
learn.
Right,
You see what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
And then until you get more information, then it's no longer your truth.
But hold on, listen,
Okay.
now, check
I
it
feel
out.
that.
And then it's no longer a fact because you just found out that some other information proves this to be wrong.
I feel
All right,
that.
let me go because you just said that's perfect. So me and my brother constantly have this conversation of fact, and his argument is if I wasn't there, I don't know. So he can't, and I understand that if you wasn't there, you don't know. So what do you got to do? You got to find evidence to prove what, to the best of your knowledge, can be found to be the truth.
Period.
That's what the court does. You can't go to court for murder, and you can't go in front of a jury of 12 people and be like, nigga, y'all wasn't there. I didn't kill this person. Y'all wasn't there, so y'all just got to take my word for it. The judge going to be like, all right, boom. Court's dismissed. You're free. Nigga. You got to prove without a benefit of the doubt that you didn't murder this person.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Right.
And then there's a fact
Right.
to what this truth is.
But the thing about it is, none of these 12 jurors was there.
Right.
None of these judges was there. So you have to prove.
But that goes into a different situation, Jeremiah.
It's the same thing, though. It's the same thing. Because it's about, you ain't there, right? If you wasn't there, I wasn't there, I don't know. If you say, yo, I was at the club, it was bad bitches there.
That's a different perception.
No. It's the same thing. This is just
Okay,
a different.
I'm gonna let you get off.
It's the same thing. It's just a different. It's just a different scenario.
Okay.
I'm still talking about fact or fiction.
No, you are. You are.
Right. So if you say I was at a club,
Talking about fact and fiction.
well,
We talking about fact and
the
truth.
truth. All
Right,
right.
right. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
If you was like, I was at a club, it was bad bitches there. Nigga, I got 10 hoes. We was popping bottles. And I be like, nigga, you lying. You be like, all right, nigga. You pull out your phone and you show me you was at the club. It was 10 bitches with you popping bottles. You just proved to me that you just proved to me what you just said. You just proved to me that.
Right.
So now I can accept that as true because you just proved to me.
Right.
But if you just said that without no proof, I'd just like, that nigga TC bullshit.
Right.
But you had that proof.
Right.
Or I could have been like, you didn't have to show me nothing. I just believe every fucking thing you said.
Right.
Because I wasn't there. So I'm like, all right, I'll take
But
what
some
you said.
people we do that for.
Well-
because
Come on,
how we
Stax.
perceive somebody.
Right.
We
Come
like,
on now.
yo, that nigga ain't got a lot. I've seen him with before.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Most
But
of
that
your perception.
nigga, but that
Most
nigga
of that.
still slide a land on your ass.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
you think that.
But
you know,
even
you
if
feel
somebody
true.
show you a picture, the picture cannot be a picture can be deceptive as well.
It can't be deceptive.
You see what I'm saying?
But
Like he could be in the middle circle with a selfie cam like me and all these bitches, but
Right.
they could just be looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Right.
did something crazy in the club.
Right.
They went with him. They just it looked like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But I mean,
So that's his truth, but it's not a fact.
Period.
but from what he said, he just proved his point. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
You just proved your point to me. So
Yeah.
I can't argue with you.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. You just said everything you said. You just showed me everything you just said. What the fuck? I'm still like, nigga, that ain't true. You just showed him. Now I'm a whole ass nigga. Because you just showed me what the fuck
But that's
you
what
said.
we do. That's what we do. If we don't believe something
Right.
or we think that the proof is not, you know what I'm saying, what it is,
Yeah.
we gonna argue it down.
But if
in court, why do you think they bring a witness? You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you bring it with. All right, so now he got his homeboy.
And
And you was there, right? He was like, Jeremiah. Nigga, it was hope. And I'm like, you know what? 2 niggas now? All right, now I can believe it. You got that, and you got a witness. Boom. I still wasn't there, but I still got it.
Still don't make it true.
But it's still, you got proof.
It's a
You know
fact
what I'm
that I
saying?
was there, but doesn't mean that
It's true.
what went on was truth.
Right. Well,
It's
so,
his truth,
Right.
because that's what he's saying happened.
But how do you
See
know
what I'm
that
saying?
he didn't even like
But
the
his
truth?
his truth is not based on a fact that is right. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
it-
It's
is
just
it
the
true?
fact that you was there.
Right. But if he say that, and you co-sign it, okay.
Just
I
because the
got-
person co-signed it don't mean that it's the
All right,
fucking truth.
okay. It don't mean it's the truth, but you just proved it, and he just co-signed your proof.
Yeah.
So
I understand
in
what
the
you're
court
saying.
of law,
I understand what you're
your
saying.
ass is gonna be free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Did you niggas finagle some shit? Don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't there. So
Right.
I have to go off the proof and what can be proven.
Yes.
And that's just it. If you can
And
prove
you're
your
definitely
case,
correct.
That's just it.
You're definitely correct. But we just want everybody to understand both sides of everything, because people are so one-sided and have minute thinking to everything.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
there's 3 sides to every story. There's
More.
your side,
Yeah.
there's their side, and then there's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to understand that. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't understand that, that's when you have the minute thinking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We can move on.
On to
that got real interesting real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Put them in the movie real
So,
quick.
real
Something for them to
quick,
think
real quick.
about. But Jeremiah, you definitely, and Stax, y'all definitely was hitting on some good topics.
What the fuck? What was that? Oh, you didn't write it down? I wrote everything down? Okay, all right. What the fuck? All right. I don't know. Let's lighten it up here with Bow Wow getting his ass whooped.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let you start off.
Get this off.
Oh!
All right.
Oh, shit. Not Bow Wow getting his ass kicked.
Because Bow Wow takes so many L's,
He
man.
take
No,
because he
bro.
takes so many
Not
L's.
Bow Weezy.
And
Not Bow Weezy.
this was just another L. And and I hate to say it, but this almost go back to what we was just talking about fact and truth.
Fact and truth.
Because
none of us was there.
the girl said that
Yeah.
he drugged me, he whooped me, and he did all this stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that was my get back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She, you know, scarred him up real good and
Right,
everything
right,
like
right.
that. I don't. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just another L for Bow Wow.
Another L for
How-
Bow Wow.
how I
No,
look at it, man.
hold on. Can I say
It's
something?
just
Let me
another L.
get
Go
off rapper to rapper, bro. Let's get Let me talk my shit one time, bro. Okay. First of all, we gotta understand.
You can go on my fan page right now, DJ Stax Money, and see us all live in the studio.
Already.
I did have a live video up, but I kept having troubles with it. But it seems to be working good when I broadcast from my fan page. So you can see all 3 of us in the studio live if you go to DJ Stax Money on Facebook right now. And you can even chime in and say what you want to say on there as well.
Most definitely, but let me get off, bro. Let me talk my big boy shit for one time. Okay, first of all, anytime an artist is trying to come back and try to establish music and do something with itself, there's always some bullshit going on
shit.
around the corner. Okay, now this is fact. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Bow Wow was dropping some music.
Yeah.
He was actually, nobody's gonna support Bow Wow the way that they used to support
He dropped
Bow
some music
Wow.
where? In his house?
Stop playing. Stop
On the
playing
TV
with
show?
me. Stop playing with me. See, this is the shit I'm
Growing
talking
up
about right
hip-hop,
here. This is what I'm talking about right here, okay? He dropped the
downstairs.
single and it's actually hot, okay?
Yeah.
So check out Bow Weezy, okay?
Yeah.
Now, a couple of months later, you got the situation with his supposedly baby mama girlfriend that he got into it, and you seeing this altercation.
Oh, in the elevator shit? That's what
With
we're
the
talking
scratching of the face shit.
about? That's the same. That's
That's the same person.
Okay.
Yeah. So now everybody's saying, and I looked at 2 different sides. Now watch this, because now you got 3 different sides, but I looked at 2 different sides.
Yeah.
How I would look at it,
Yeah.
and then how it was brought to me, and then what people were saying, and then if I was in this situation, what would I do?
That's
See,
like-
that's the
that's
fucked
like
up.
5 different
No, but
sides.
see, that's the fucked up part.
He's like it's 3 different
No,
sides.
it is, because look,
My
pay
side.
attention.
Right.
Pay
I ain't
attention.
even in this.
No,
Why you got a
Let
side?
me pay attention.
Right.
No, because
What I
look,
perceive.
no,
man.
let me
What
see.
you-
Willie the wino
No,
over there. Willie seen
No,
it, so he
no,
got
no,
something
no,
to
no.
say.
Hey, people.
What happened on Love and Hip Hop?
No, y'all going crazy. No, what I'm saying is, cause when you're in a situation, cause Stax, he managed. Okay, I'm an artist. You're
Right.
a comedian.
Right.
If another comedian is going through something, you're gonna feel some type of way because you're gonna jump to a situation where you're like, I can understand, I don't understand, and then just give me the facts so I can understand. Okay, so that's 3 different sides.
Louis C.K.
Okay, so now watch this. So now I'm looking at it like, okay, he has a kid. You know what I'm saying? He got he's dealing with this woman who don't get into fights.
Yeah.
But then y'all publicize it and y'all make it bad because it's Bow Wow.
It's Bow Wow.
He took some L's, right? He took some L's.
Wow,
But how do we
they
know
got a
that he
bucket full
beat the
of
shit
L's.
out of old girl
Yeah.
and then she scratched his face up? We wasn't there.
We don't know.
We don't.
We don't
There
know.
you go.
Right.
There you go.
She looked
Okay.
at live.
Okay.
I'm saying, I'm
Okay, you see what I'm saying? Okay, all right. So now I'm about to keep my mouth.
Yeah.
So now I'm about to keep my mouth closed because now you see what I'm talking about.
Them could have
Okay.
been, I mean,
The
we don't
truth
know.
is,
No.
he got his face scratched.
He got his face scratched.
And it's
Right,
a
right.
fact
But
that
it's-
he got his face
But
scratched.
the fact of the matter is he's a man.
Yeah.
So if he didn't leave no bruises or nothing like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
then it's some type of stretching of the truth here.
He probably
Because
punched all in the top of the head.
we know as a fact,
Yeah.
man is stronger than woman.
Yeah.
Period.
But all they stronger than
Bro, I don't want to hear that shit. You want to
bigger
get
than that nigga,
You want to
man.
get on that? He want to get on that bullshit.
bigger than him, dog. I'm telling you.
Listen,
I'm telling you,
Hey, why you think
I'm not about to play with
Why
you.
you think Sierra dumped that nigga? Because she was taller than him.
Boy.
She's like, I got tired of bending my back over
Let me
Right.
let me tell you something.
Right.
Stax
Right.
Stax want to be on that bullshit today, but he knows what I'm saying. It's on some shit. Let me make
I
you
do
understand
not- I
something.
do not
As a
perceive-
man, listen. As a man, you gotta look at it.
All men ain't stronger than women, bro.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the. Let me. That's some strong ass woman. We not gonna knock that. But do you think Bow Wow, little ass,
Please, I got 1%.
Bow Wow, little ass, is dealing with a big, strong ass woman, how you're saying it? We looked at the woman, bro. We see that she doesn't have any scratches. For example, I'm going to give you one even better, right? I know you, Stax, right? So, boom. You tell me, I see a mugshot of Stax and OCJ. You feel me? And it says, blah, blah, he whooped on random chick, blah, blah, whoop. But you got scratches on your face. But then when I see the other chick, right, she's like clear as hell, like nothing, like no black eye, no scratch, no nothing, no scratch on the neck. Come on, bro. Like let's keep it all the way a band, bro. We know that the situation led to they was arguing, they was fighting just like any other black couple, and since it's Bow Wow. He got the bad rap.
He got the, yeah. It was
Come on, bro. Let's keep it a band, bro. Let's keep it a band, bro. You just said it.
No. Somebody on my live is saying that they was in an elevator and that Bow Wow whooped that ass in the elevator. And the security guard had to get him off of it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see that.
Okay.
They said basically she had him in her purse, right? Because he like a little purse dog. And he wanted to get out, man. And she wouldn't let him out. So he bust out the purse. You know what I'm saying? And started fighting the girl because she wouldn't let him out the purse and shit.
I know what
I'm not about to fight the Stax today.
I know what I see.
Stax, get his ass out of here with that bullshit. Because you almost had me going.
But seriously, they did get into an elevator fight.
No, I see it. I see it. That's what I'm
We-
saying. It wasn't no Jay-Z versus
Salon
shit.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Where she was piecing him up.
And punching
It
with
was-
the shit.
Quick question. If you was Jay-Z
Yeah.
and Solange started swinging that, would you hit her back?
I'm gonna tell you what I would
push
do.
the shit out of her. I
No,
ain't get back.
let me tell you what the fuck I'm
Get the
gonna
claw.
Yeah.
First of all,
No.
first of
All
all,
like
he
this.
pushed her off, though.
This was me. If Solange came up on me, I'm grabbing all this.
Yeah.
Bitch, if you don't go.
Yeah. But I watched the video. If it was another elevator video, I didn't see it. But the video I seen,
clear it up.
Bow Wow looked like the girl in that video.
Okay.
And I'm saying that because he was doing this and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, wait a minute. Don't you got testicles? And then it was like What the fuck? So it was really like the elevator shit. It wasn't really no. It was a verbal altercation.
Guess who went?
Hold on,
Guess who went to jail, bro?
They saying on the
She
elevator.
did. I mean, he
Bow
did.
Wow he didn't hit her. He was all in her face. I don't believe that because a nigga too short to be in anybody's face.
But the realization,
That's
you
what I
might be
think.
correct. But the realization of the matter is that who had a mugshot, who looked to scratch the fuck up.
I think she.
Come on,
It
look
could
at
be defensive
God
wounds.
damn! God damn! Okay, look.
It could be defensive wounds.
Defensive wounds to what? If you seen that on the elevator, he did nothing but get in her face, and obviously he got in her face for a fucking reason.
And he probably got into her.
Yeah, okay, but hold on, watch this. Who walked out of that bitch with the licks and who went to jail?
It was no.
No, who walked out of there with the licks and who went up there with
It was
jail?
nothing. There was no physical altercation.
Okay, so but who got scratched the fuck up?
That video, no one.
Okay,
but after that, obviously it was.
Okay, but who went to jail though? He did.
Right.
Okay, so who took the bigger L? Him or the
Him, of course.
So that's all that I was saying.
I agree with that.
So that's all that I'm
I
saying.
agree with
Stax want to be on bullshit tonight, and we need to move on because he's on that bullshit.
You taking
He's
up a
talking
while because you short too. That's a short looking thing. I understand it now.
God damn.
I understand it now. Little Bow Wow, little TC. I got it.
Man, I'm not about to play with this.
Little Bow Wow, Little Henry.
And you don't stop that shit. Oh, I'm gonna kick that ass.
Oh, somebody. Hold on. So Nicole says that Bow Wow got jealous because his chick was speaking to other dudes. Short nigga complex. I told you.
That is bullshit.
I told you.
No, listen, bro.
Don't you be talking to other niggas around me. What's wrong with you?
The realization,
slap your ass.
the realization of the matter is we don't know what happened at the situation, so
This
we
is
don't
what's
know
reported
the truth.
in the news.
Right, but the news be giving up false fucking information
If
too.
the news reported,
Man, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. No, bro, that's not
is
because when they was giving you that bullshit that was going on in El Paso, that shit wasn't all true, bro.
We know.
So, but the realization of the matter is that the realization is that we wasn't there, we don't know, but we can give our opinion on the shit.
Mm-hmm. I think she pieced him up.
I think so too.
I think he.
And I think that he took the raw end of the stick.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Bow Wow.
Especially being a rapper. Okay, let's go back to the Fabulous thing. How do you feel about that? And you seen the video. We're not gonna play these games, Stax. About him and his chick when he punched her in their mouth and made all her front teeth go out.
Hold on. They had a video. I ain't seen no video of him hitting.
What?
I seen the video of them arguing.
Yeah, them
outside.
arguing. That's what I'm talking
all
about.
that stuff.
Yeah.
But they said that previously he whooped her ass and knocked her teeth out. Not during that altercation.
Okay,
That was
but the
okay.
realization of the matter is when they
But she
brought
got
that shit up.
She got more teeth than Jules Santana. So I don't know if that really happened or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I wasn't there.
Right, but the realization of the matter is when you heard about Fabulous doing this, how did you feel about it?
I was hoping that he was going to address it on the next Soul Tape.
God
That's
damn
what-
it, you so stupid,
That's
dog.
what I wanted to know.
It's
Like
about
he addressed the
addressing-
Love and Hip Hop thing on
Yeah,
Soul Tape
Take
2.
Two,
I want
understand.
him to address this on
about
the next
about
Soul
old
Tape.
girl, about the whole situation. Yeah, I understand. But the realization of the matter is that we knew what was going on due to what was told to us and what the news and what.
It's not what
Bullshit.
was told to us. The video, which was fact, because it was video, we seen it with our own eyes.
Which video?
We seen parts.
Video
No,
of
hell no.
Fab going on.
I never watched
But bro,
I
but we gonna
never
keep it a
watched
buck. We only seen Fab talk shit and his driver getting him in the car. He never physically touched her. He never physically did any of that.
Nicole,
shit.
the women always go back for whatever reason. Cardi B went back. Offset gonna keep cheating on her, but you know they always go back. I don't know why.
But she need to quit telling bitches about how good the dick is on Instagram. That's what Cardi B need to stop doing.
Shit, she
And
needs
this
to
is
stop talking.
yeah.
Period.
He just stop talking, Cardi. Just a rap.
Well, that's you gotta think. You gotta think. That's how Cardi B came up talking that shit about dumbass shit that people want
I
to hear.
get it, but this is the thing, bro. Like y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yo, certain shit don't need to be talked about.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Especially, and I can see if Cardi B talking to her homegirls, but bitch, you talking to the whole world. You talking to the whole country.
Because people want to hear and see that
You know
shit.
what I'm saying?
That's what's gonna make them views go up. People
Hey.
don't wanna. People don't wanna talk about good shit and shit like that. They want to glorify the negative shit because that's what's gonna sell. The negative shit.
Dak on my live says they go back for the money. Dak, that ain't true because I know plenty of broke niggas that beat the hell out their women. The girl keep going back.
Period.
It's a mental
Oh,
thing.
that,
It's a mental
oh,
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Hey, I salute you to the fullest
true.
for saying that shit.
Yeah, well,
Like for real, for real.
It's
everything,
a
bro.
woman probably watching
Believe
this
that.
live right now.
Yes, gets
You
her
know what I'm
ass
saying?
beat
That-
by a broke ass nigga.
That with a nigga she knows she shouldn't be with.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Her mom and them, everybody done told her, girl,
Don't
leave
like
that nigga alone, he ain't no good. And she just keep going back. I'm in love with him. He said he gonna change. All that different stuff. You know what I'm saying? If he keep putting the claw on your ass,
It's
he
a
don't
reason.
love you guys.
It's a reason.
The claw is not a love. This is not a love move.
Well, how
okay?
about a nigga ain't doing nothing for you physically, mentally, emotionally, and you're still going back to him, and you still looking like an asshole.
That's called low
You
self-esteem.
still- No, it's
That's
called.
what everybody's saying on my live. They saying it's low self-esteem.
self-esteem. That's
But
the
that's
thing.
the thing. The only person that can bring up your self-esteem
Is
is you.
That's it.
You know what
Come
I'm saying?
on now, you better
That's
stop
why it's
playing.
called self-esteem.
Self.
Self-esteem.
Self.
You know what I'm
Come on, man, quit bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a lot of it's some men out here that tolerate that shit too. Do
It
believe
is.
it.
It is.
Do believe it.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
I want to do some Black History shit.
Go ahead. Enlighten us, my brother.
Well, all right. Since this is Black
You talk
History
about
Month.
Pascal Beverly Randolph.
I
I love saying that name, Pascal Beverly Randolph.
Pascal, if you want to, I don't know. I just want to. I've been working on this dude's name for a long time, so I really wanted to talk about him.
Give us some Black history.
Okay,
facts, my brother.
this is a Black history fact that not a lot of people know about. So basically, in Cape Town, Africa, I believe it was Cape Town, Africa, it was a young college student who went to UTC. His name is Nkosinathi Nkomo. Yeah, I got that shit. And he basically created this, I'm going to say this as a dumb dude who's not that scientific. He created a water filtration system that was going to help out his village and purify the water that was coming in and out of the village. So he created this system to purify water, basically. And he ended up falling out of the window of his dorm. Ended up falling out. It's mysterious, and still a lot of questions about what happened, and still a lot of people wondering over there in Africa about what happened. But it's something that ain't really getting no light. Nobody's really talking about. This happened a couple years ago. It's not like new or nothing like that. But it's something that I just looked at it. I'm like, wow, we have a young black man who has again another brilliant black mind inventing something. Using his intuition to create something to help out humanity. He did that, and he ended up passing away way too soon at the age of 24.
That's
so I
crazy.
just wanted to kind of give a Black History moment to him. He was a young guy.
Yeah.
We never know how great he could have been
Yeah.
because he did something that I don't know. Obviously, no one did it because he created the system to do it.
That's dope.
So a lot of growth, a lot of potential growth and positive things is gone from this young man. It's a lot of conspiracy behind it, but I ain't getting into the conspiracy part of it. This is a young black man who did something great for his people and for our people. And I just wanted to give him a shout out, because he, we don't hear about it. We bullshit with Cardi B and all this shit, but we real shit, That's our people.
Yes, bro.
We definitely gotta
salute them type of people, man. That's definitely doing something to the culture and to the black minority race, man. That's really doing something different than this, the usual. So that's my input on that. But salute to him.
His brain. Rest in peace, my brother.
Rest in peace, bro. For sure.
But I think I challenge everybody out there that's watching right now to use your social media, and I know some people have been doing it, repost and share the Black History memes that's going around.
Mm-hmm.
Because believe it or not, it goes a long way. A lot of people are getting informed of black inventors that you never hear about.
Mm-hmm.
We hear about George Washington Carver,
Right.
you know what
right.
I'm saying? But there's many other black inventors that we don't hear about, that don't get the glory. We always hear about